All right, y'all, I'm going to get y'all a reading out really quick. We're going to see what comes out. Um, I want to know my first question with these decks because I'm going to be using the galactic decks. Okay, so it's going to be a high level read, y'all. Because the energy just feels so funky, but we are doing well and we at the end. Um, what's leaving the energy? Okay, so we grounded in, and at this time, things are being kicked out of our energy. When it, I say things, but it's a portal. It's like y'all stood y'all ground in a portal. That's just kind of giving me the time frame 2020 till now. Somebody don't want no parts when it comes to like chaos. So I did get that because I did a pre-shuffle with this before, and it's like someone is going to be used. Somebody is going to be used as an example when it comes to people that do magic. Okay, and that is going to have a ripple effect for anybody that's doing it. Okay. Yeah, somebody that was repeating the message. Somebody, what's being kicked out the energy is people just ain't they not messing with it. Whatever they've been doing up till now, it's like uh they don't want to try anymore. Almost like it's pointless. You know what I'm saying? They don't want no parts. Like whatever. You know, this could be anywhere from people not getting the results that they want, regardless of what is being done. People are not being able to force their will. You know, not telling me anything bad just yet. It's just saying you stood your ground and you remain grounded and you grounded it even further. So that's really good too. Okay, something, all the things that can't come together because of the cards, all the things that can't come together is because people are stuck. So anybody that tried to force their will, they are stuck. I don't know what that means, but they're stuck in its obstacles when it comes to whatever their situation is. Because it's not giving me on the collective side. Oh, somebody's heart is hurting, and I'm just feeling it. Their heart is hurting because they're blocked. It has nothing to do with the collective, but it's just like I can feel this heartbreak and worry and anxiety, frustration, anger. It's a lot of emotions, you know, because somebody is free to go. Okay, the blockages are behind them. So yeah, what's being kicked out of the energy? It says large intestine uh, release and cleansing. And this is the fourth auric field. This has to do with your heart. So any type of heart blockages, but this heart blockages has to do with the collective letting go of it could be tons of stuff in the heart chakra that's blocked. Grief, sadness, a whole bunch of stuff. You know how to ask for help. So y'all asking source, God, y'all asking ancestors. There's a lot of things that y'all asking for help. Y'all know that the things that we've been going through is supernatural. Whether you want to believe it or not, you know it's out of your hands. So a lot of y'all have been asking for help. If it is help, like for example, somebody say if it is anything outside of me, help me. You know, a lot of y'all know y'all haven't been doing it by yourself. Something is drying up severely for somebody. It's definitely the element of fire. Okay. Somebody is leaving a situation. A lot of people. There's a part of the collective that's leaving a situation because they want to be happy. It's like beating a dead horse. You know. All right, now let's flip them off the top. Okay, okay, I felt fire. So a lot of people depend on the fire element. The fire element and the air element is becoming dormant. Okay, um, so I'm definitely picking up on frustration and anger. Okay, somebody mentioned to me a while ago. They were saying hate is one hell of a motivator, and I was like, you know what I mean? I can't remember exactly how the conversation went, but I was like, something like hate is not good to manifest off of. And the person was like, yeah, but it's one hell of a motivator. And I was thinking to myself, like, I've I've seen people propel themselves forward off of, I don't want to keep y'all too long, but I've seen people propel themselves forward using that fire energy. You know, fire is when you use the resources that you have personally to accomplish any task. So if you use magic, you're using your primordial fire. You're shaving time off your heart. You basically, it's an energetic loan. You using your energy to accomplish something. Okay? And everybody, that's just a part of the manifestation process. But fire element has been in it's been in effect since the beginning of time. A lot of people manifest off fire. Fire is equivalent to blood. Um, it's the actions that you take, how you get from point A to point B when you're trying to manifest something. And this can be in the ethers or it can be physical. But all the elements is naturally going to take it takes from us. Okay. Well, anytime you manifest, of course, you are loaning a piece of yourself out, hoping to get a good return. But the overuse of fire. So with fire and air becoming dormant, it's just it's kind of it's becoming dormant so we can bring in the feminine energies, the earth and the water, and get those balanced. And then it can follow suit once everything comes back into alignment. So that anger, frustration, jealousy, envy, those type of things that drive people, it is going to cause things like inflammation and just it's bad. It's gonna wreak havoc on the body. Okay? It's a lot of people that's been using elemental magic, fire elements. So we had a lot of wildfires and stuff like that. Now we are going to see an increase in wind. The wind is gonna come in. And all I'm gonna say about that is that just it's magic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to say it, but it's like these elements are just as intelligent as the people that was using or they thought. These elements are also intelligent. People that use them, of course, they got to get paid back. So, but yeah, people want to be happy. Okay, so what's leaving the collective? It says metal element, deflecting negativity and transmitting positivity. So I feel like a lot of this negative energy is just leaving us in general. But this metal element is, let me see, metal is it water? I think it's water. Hold on. What is metal? These are not the good cards to use. Something water. So it's something. It's a part of the glamour that's leaving. I believe this is water, y'all. I had to get the book, but there's the part of the negative side of this card that is leaving is anything to do with glamour. I mean, this is really frustrating a person. Should I say frustrating? I don't know. I don't know. All I can tell you is the part that's leaving from this card is the glamour. The glamour is wearing off of people, places, and things. It don't matter where it is. It's been somebody in my energy running from a court case, and they ran for as long as they possibly could. They people in my energy that's been running from jail as long as they possibly could. It's been people trying to go back and forth between the energy for as long as they could, but now it's up. So this is water. I'm gonna check for y'all, but it's saying the glamours is done. People can't hide. You can't look the part. You gotta actually physically, energetically, like be the part. So I said physically, but I'm talking about energetically. You gotta be the part. I'm hearing a song. Something is leaving me. I can't remember. I don't know what the word is, but I hear it. Okay. Metal. Metal provides protection, stops unhealthy behaviors and dark entities. So this is like I'm saying glamour, but y'all see that right there. It's like it's just giving me glamours. It's people that hide behind things that they do. So not only would it be glamours, it would be people that hide behind badges, hide behind their profession. Because it came up, they had a generating force for gang stalking and people to get away with these things. There's always been some exclusivity or a network. So that is coming down, and I'm hearing that it's coming down fast. What was the Leaving Me song? Dang, wish I could. I can't make that song out. I just keep hearing leaving me. Leaving me. Dang, y'all. Oh my God. Anyway, metal is its own thing, but let me look because I know it's lungs and a colon. So a lot of y'all, there could be a lot of constipation, breathing. How do I say breathing issues? I want to really call that fear. I don't. That's what it's kind of showing me as like it's showing me heavy grief because that's what it would be. It would be heavy grief, letting go of things that make you feel guilty, even though you're not guilty. These things will run in the bloodline and things like that, like almost inherited. It's a lot of binds breaking at this time. People bound themselves to other people, and those are breaking at the time. So it'll make you feel seasick. It'll make you feel very, very seasick because a lot of people been hidden that they the generating force for the United States, other people. Okay, it's just a lot of energies have been binded and they've been used. So as those they've been used for a long period of time to be a generating force for other people. Now with those binds breaking, it's causing you to feel seasick. Some of y'all might be constipated, a lot of belching, um, backed up gas pains. I'm not a doctor. I'm supposed to tell y'all that, but I'm just saying I can. Somebody know they can't move forward. So the reason they can't move forward is because they have to be their own generating force. So I got this before in a pre-shuffle. People were using this sex magic to alchemize, hoping that they could get through to the next level, but not this time. So you can't use the sun. Somebody be the sun, and the sun, and the other person be the moon, and they use this sex magic to alchemize to the next level. Not this time because you have to balance the sun and moon in your own vessel. So that's called a conjure relationship. It's not it's not it's not what do you call it? It's not recognized. It won't be recognized by the divine. So this it says Ace of Cups, security, helping hand. Y'all just seen me shuffle the cards. I don't even know why I explain myself no more. In tarot land, if people don't get it, then I don't know what to tell them. But anyway, I told you I feel water a lot. A lot of people was hoping that they would have a resurrection, meaning they would be invited back. Like they really need this assistance. And I think that they worked their hardest. Some people might have had awakening, but they had awakening late. Some people had awakening, but was too afraid to, admit they was wrong, say they did whatever. You know what I mean? So whatever this is, and I'm hearing that a lot of people thought they was going to be able to talk to God this time around, and He not listening. He is not responding to the people that want Him to have mercy because they've reached well past their time limit to say I'm sorry, give whatever back, stop doing whatever they was doing. A lot of them was just in shock and fear. That's that water element, that water. So it's false. It's not true. You can't call on God when it's convenient to you. You just can't. I feel it's not that I feel bad for saying that, but I'm just like these people is common sense. If you're doing magic, come on now, come on, stop it. I'm picking up people that try to use this. That's moon magic. A lot of people use moon magic, which is represented by the moon. A lot of people use pregnancy traps, male and female. Um, I don't know. It's a lot of things. People try to send somebody in the wrong direction. Like they try to send trouble towards you when it should be going to the person that's trying to deflect the information. Yeah, because this is about deflecting. Look, it says deflecting negativity and transmitting positivity. That's switch, and it's switched permanently. Yeah, and then this is the card of sacrifice. But I'm gonna tell y'all on the bottom it says getting stronger in oneself. A lot of deliberating and delaying in your life. So a lot. I mean, They did this for the longest time, but it was in specific bloodlines to get people to sacrifice the one that can't be sacrificed. That's why a lot of identities was hidden and nobody knew who was who. I feel like people, the ones that did know it, now they understanding why. You know, it's one thing to know that a person is chosen or know that um, somebody has spiritual gifts, but the why part is not there. For them, now it's there because they would be able to heal themselves. And I've said this before, they would be able to heal themselves. You would not see them aging rapidly. You would not see them losing their spiritual gifts. You would not see somebody have an abrupt change in misfortune. And I'm talking about it just ain't, oh, you changed overnight. I'm talking about a downward spiral. Everything that was hidden is falling because it's not real, including the United States. That's the blueprint that I use. Why am I picking up these? Akashic records. Akashic records in the Stargate Orion. Hold on, y'all. I gotta burp this energy out. Somebody separated. So hold on. It's gonna cause me to have a little bit of indigestion. Anyway, because I can't get it out. Some separation happened. When this separation happened, it's gonna be access to Akashic records. Somebody can't go through the Stargate of Orion. They can't go through it, and in that gate you can go through, which is going to give you Akashic records. The Akashic records that's written for most of y'all, that's blank pages. You have to make it up as you go along. When you get there, so you know, it's like that's equivalent to you being able to manifest and anything you want, like on the good side, obviously. What was that about fire? Okay. So some fire magic is projected as, that fire cycle has been over. Especially if it comes to blood magic. They giving me the Aztecs. Fire magic. It's just trash. I'm hearing the land has already been purified like 1,000 times over. Okay. I don't think I want to get anything else out of this deck. I'm feeling somebody really, really mad. What that don't matter. So whatever this anger or frustration, somebody don't trust somebody, but it's rightfully so. They keep trying to find an angle. It's being blocked, but not by the person that they think is blocking it. It's being blocked because it's not genuine. Everything that's not genuine is going to be a block. Be a block. You want to be a false person, and if you are approaching anyone or anything under a false pretense, it's not going to work. I recently had a situation where the heart could not be unlocked. Somebody thought that they could unlock it, and the way that we've evolved is our heart is already, it's got the heart has ascended to a place where people can't play on your heart the same way they did with grief. They can't, projections. People can't project on you. There you go. It don't affect you like it normally would. Somebody tried to pass their karma on to a person that is protected from it. I guess you could do this back in the day. What's the difference between then and now? I think that's what everybody want to know. Not that it's going to matter because it can't change anything, but what's the difference between then and now? Somebody third eye. Somebody was able to do something and now they can't. I don't know what it is. Their third eye. It's overusing a gift. So we got both of these cards here. It's overusing a gift. And somebody is overusing a gift. Is it enlightenment or... Yeah, this person is overusing their gift to seem spiritual, but what they doing is I don't understand. They taking karma off of themselves and putting it on other people. And it's a lot. That's a lot in the collective. Y'all gotta understand. Somebody is afraid. They know they're not getting help. Something is over. Somebody can no longer mirror somebody. But what was the question I just now had? Overusing their third eye. Because something is over. And everybody gonna see. So if they said they could do something, whatever you said that you could do, you should still be able to do it. because that would mean it was given to you by God and you trusted and followed and did whatever He told you to do. So you shouldn't have any problem if you where you supposed to be, y'all. Family units are just, it's a lot of abandoning going on. I'm seeing people just give up and walk away without explanation. Just like it is what do you call it? It's not a question now. You get what I'm saying? It's not a question when it comes to like glamours and stuff like that. It's not a question. I might not know everything. That's what I'm hearing. I might not know everything, but I know this. I'm hearing animal. I forgot the question, y'all. I can't see or hear whatever this is. I don't know. I'm hearing somebody thought they was really slick. Before I flip these over, somebody thought they was really slick. How do you say that? Somebody thought they was so. I'm just hearing slick. Oh boy, let me look at this. They saying this person is an idiot. They saying that this person is prideful. So okay, so let me go back, y'all, because I'm hearing all of this stuff, but it's like it's a lot of people that rely on their sexual energy. It's a lot of people that rely on these glamours, okay? Because it's just telling me about these people in general. But what's giving these people away is that they have to be seen. So I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I'm mentioning it now because I meant to say it at the beginning of the reading. The issue with magic, right, is you have to keep it up. Everything that you have, there is not, you cannot stop doing magic. You have to keep doing it. And every little bit that you give away is a loan. And if you're not seeing a return, the return that you initially got, the return that you hoping to get, is a steady decrease in the physical health and strength of these people that they gotta do it. They bound to it. They have to keep it up. But without a return. That's insane. So these people gotta continue to sleep around. They have to continue to do magic, but the magic is not going to work. It's going to steadily go down, down. Somebody's going to realize, oh, your health is declining. Somebody's going to realize, oh, your money is declining. Oh, you don't have gifts anymore. Wow. So it's the Eight of Swords behind the cups. Let me look at this. Yes, whatever it is, somebody thought they could try something again. They thought they would be able to keep somebody stuck. But here's the issue with these cards, okay? These people that thought they could keep you stuck, I'm hearing somebody wanted help. They wanted help or assistance to keep somebody stuck and nobody's willing to participate. Somebody don't want to work with this person. Nobody, excuse me, nobody wants to work with these energies anymore. There's a, wow, worldwide outcast. Hmm. Worldwide outcast. So keeping you stuck, I don't think that this person understand that. Keeping you stuck don't do nothing. So that's the secret. Let me read these cards for a minute. This is what somebody not getting this understanding because it was a hidden message here. Keeping the collective stuck don't do nothing. They're always going to have assistance. Even when they get stuck, that's assistance. So this equivalent energy to getting stuck is like solitude. The best thing, if I was to give a person advice on being stuck, If you feel like you can't move, if you feel like you're being blocked, if you feel like you're being gangster, anything in your life, you need to shut everything you could possibly shut down around you and go into solitude. Now, I understand some people work jobs and stuff like that. You, shoot, I'm hearing so many things. Um, you just want to go. You want to go into solitude. I will cut everybody's energy off until I find the culprit. And I mean, I've been investigating my family, like spiritually investigating them for the longest kind of time. Most of the stuff I get through my dream state, and then I can go. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody got time to look. It's when they give me a question or they give me something to look at, then I go and look at it. But I'm hearing that there's no benefit. People don't see the benefit of keeping you stuck. In fact, people want to come back. They want to be in this energy. They're not seeing a return. Somebody's still waiting on something that they're not gonna get. So anyway, it's like this deflecting negativity and transforming positivity. It's the situation is always gonna work out, but it's telling me this Eight of Swords. It's basically like this person is wasting time by trying to keep somebody stuck. All of their energy went into keeping somebody in a mental entrapment to bring them to bring them back, but the person ain't coming back. Okay, it says hidden truth. I just got these cards, y'all. Hold on. Somebody needs something to fit a narrative. That's over. Come on now. But self love is here. You see, self love. But they tried to put on a collective this urgency. You don't have the urgency. That's what I'm saying. The urgency here would be to keep a person stuck. So if you're stuck, let's say if you're stuck mentally or physically, and there's nothing you could do, just imagine this for a minute, because this person wants to do something and they want somebody to feel like they're emotionally stuck. It's only one place you can return to: back home, back to your mother, back to your girlfriend, back to your boyfriend, back to the past. If they keep you stuck, then it's only one place where you can go. You'll always be welcome back, the place that you don't want to go to. So why not just stay stuck until the universe take over? I hope y'all with me. So the urgency is not with the person stuck, because there ain't nothing they could do. So most of the times when I went into solitude, I knew the universe was doing it because I couldn't move. So whatever urgency I was feeling, they didn't give me an option to move. So when I asked where do I move or where do I go, it wasn't given to me until the last minute. And the person that gave or had me, gave me the funds, moved me in a direction, it was completely unexpected, because it's not the person's intention to help you out. It just comes out the blue. That's being in a state of flow. So if you stuck, it's always, this is how I do it. If you stuck, it's an external reason and a personal reason. So it's better to just stay stuck and go with the flow. All right, so let me get this Eight of Swords. That the urgency is with this person to keep you stuck, not with the stuck person. I just want y'all to understand that. See, it says endless, every day the same. I'm not reading all the cards, and this one is a distraction. So with the cards like this, y'all, it's like this person want to keep you in an endless loop. So the endless loop would only be endless if you kept going back to the past. These are second and third chances. Why not just end it completely? Well, the problem right here is, and this is what I'm going to say because this is what I'm getting. You voluntarily putting yourself in solitude or spiritual jail helps you get out of entrapment. Y'all had to understand, when you go into this, ain't nobody gonna mirror a person in the Eight of Swords. Okay, this means spiritual jail or physical jail. It says frustrations, feeling bound and gagged. So let's just imagine we in the dollhouse. Can be a male or a female. Oh, let me keep her stuck. Let me keep him stuck. And you stuck. This person don't want to mirror your stuck energy. They just want to see you stuck. They like, oh, you stuck, you stuck, you stuck. They don't want to mirror this. So by you staying here, they cannot mirror you. That's the part that they miss. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. This person can't mirror you. They'll be forced to do it alone. You can't mirror a person in the people can want you to mirror them, but you can't mirror that person. They don't want to. Nobody wants to mirror somebody in stuck energy. Okay. All right. They're gonna have to go into this mirror energy by themselves. All of these people. Because they can't keep you stuck no more. But I want to know about this because this person is just hold on. I want to give y'all all the information because I don't feel like I'm being clear. It makes sense in my head, but I want to make sense to y'all. So you voluntarily went into, what did I say? Solitude. And this triggered something because you decided not to go back to the past. But it was a finalization. You decided not to go back to the past. So if you was let out of this or you got out of it, the only way for you to get out of this, I don't want to say the only way for you to get out of it, but that's the example I'm gonna use, is for you to go back to the past. But you said, nah, cause see, you gonna get the beat down in here. This is when you deal with yourself. You can call it dark night of the soul. You can call it mental entrapment. You could call it self-imposed. Sometimes it's imposed by somebody else doing magic because this rules Saturn and binding. But when you stay here and you get out, you have the choice to return and go forward. It depends how well you do in here, because this right here can be self-defeating. It can cause endless cycles or endless loops, like y'all just seen on the cards. But if you struggle, if you got beat to shit in this fucking, especially for years, some of y'all since y'all was born, if you got stuck here, then you know what it's like to be pressed all the way down to the ground. What's the point of going back if you got out of it and you graduated? That's the thing that I'm trying to explain to y'all. So you got comfortable with it and accepted it. It's just saying I could always climb up. So let me just stay down here and figure out everything I need to. Okay? Why do I put myself in this mental entrapment? It's because I keep going back to my baby mother. Is it because I keep going back to my baby father? It's because I'm still married. It's because I'm working the same job. It's because I'm driving this car. It's because, is it because I like too much sex? Is it because I eat too much food? Is it, you get what I'm saying? Okay. Because it's an endless loop. Mm. So anyway, it says cage 4. Thinking you're moving forward and just orbiting in a vow loop. Ankles chained to to metal, and your world is bigger than this ring. That's what I'm saying. So okay, now I got two things. It says bigger than this ring. The first thing I was going to tell y'all is a vow. Some people have vows on them. I got to look at my cheat sheet. Some of y'all got vows on y'all that go back. That's why my readings be so complicated. And I sit and study. I've been studying. That's why I don't make readings like that. But anyway, some of y'all have vows of poverty, vows of chastity. Um, that's why I said two. I know I'm not trying to be confusing to y'all, but I'm saying if somebody is making you stuck, just stay stuck. If somebody, because it's always been two. Somebody asked me on TikTok, who is they? They is a intrusive thought, and then there's a positive thought. Okay? So the intrusive thought would say, I'm stuck, somebody else is doing it. Blame, 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 blame. Blaming can really get you shit. So the other thing to do is say, why am I stuck? What can I associate with stuck? What is it? For a lot of y'all, this is simply cutting people off. Having people to mind their business. You can't keep me stuck or bound if you don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be surprised. They send in friends, lovers, and mates and stuff like that. And that's not to put y'all in fear, but it's like a little more discretion and boundaries would be very beneficial when it comes to you and your moves. That way a person can't restrict you. You can't see because this is invisible. You got to find out what is keeping you stuck, especially if it's something, anything. If it's anything, because I'm not going to say, I'm saying it's something cyclical and it's beneficial to you, instead of you blaming other people, because it's always going to be somebody to blame as soon as you get out of it. When you graduate out of it, you say, I got to shut down and find out where the problem is, because the problem really lies in me and something that I'm doing, somebody I got around me. You make the choices. Okay? So that's why I said it's beneficial to do this. I said to stay stuck. And I know that, a lot of people can't. That's why I was breaking it down, because a lot of people may not understand that. I'm gonna look at the bottom of this card and then I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna take all this stuff off the table, y'all. That's what I do. I will shut everything down and shut everything off. It says turning signal. What is this? They says I didn't even get a chance to read it on the bottom, but turning signal is just a change. So you change your way basically. But these anybody that knows your business, if they used to you doing something, that is the only way you can be stuck in a loop. It's when you change. It's when you move, especially when it comes to fear. So I don't know why they bringing up fear, because that's a lot of the fear programming is gone. But when you do the unexpected, people, they bank on you talking a lot if you're a talker. They bank on you holding a grudge if you're a grudge holder. They bank on you being angry if you're an aggressive person. They bank on you being jealous if you're a jealous person. It's like I'm hearing that people get assignments. Well, now they no longer have access to you. They're enlightened that you changed. Now, how do they get intel on you if you changed? They don't know, because they used to the old intel. They don't know how to trap you. Like, who are you? Where did this come from? Mm, I'm hearing somebody don't know what to give you. Anyway, it says light changes. Oh, somebody want to hitch a ride. Okay. Stop it. Light changes ahead and turning point marks life and crossroads. Weigh your options and move forward with mindful steps. So, wow, this is like the shakeup of a century. They're giving me football. You know how football, when somebody shakes somebody up and they do the side to side thing? That's crazy. I mean, this is orchestrated, because nobody, I mean, who knew, you know? Somebody was very, very smug. They really thought you would take an offer or fall for something, especially if it was monetary, or I don't know what it is, but you changed and it just ain't working. What's at the bottom here? Spies. Okay, so this would normally this is given to me as a spy, people that they send in, but this person is no longer spying. They worried about something coming back to them, so their spying has shifted on what's gonna happen to me. Yeah, it's something that they did, whatever. Let me see. They spied, and I heard that they spied. So they want to know what's coming back for the spies. Damn, I gotta slow down, y'all, because I'm getting downloads from pre-shuffles that I've done days over. Damn, I lost it. I can't fucking remember. This person is worried about what they did. Everybody is worried about the part that they played, down to the people that was sent in to spy. They want to know if you know. That's I always tell y'all that is irrelevant. Who cares whether it don't matter whether the person that was a target knows that you know. It matters the person that knows. The person that knows that they did wrong, the person that was sent in to spy, the only person it matters to is the person that's spying. Because you don't know. So it don't matter. They may never know that you know. You won't know until whatever it is hits this person. Some of y'all gonna hear it, but some of y'all not, because y'all not, it's irrelevant. But damn, it was something else. I can't fucking remember. They said it was something about a group, and I know they was talking about collective energy. They're coming in for the people that that won't accept their assignment. So there are a lot of people that are refusing their assignment, and they have, and they still refusing their assignments. So because of that, they're coming in with those people. They're coming in for them people. Excuse me. Okay. Now the message I got from this in a pre-shuffle, they said somebody, it's an ending coming for anybody that mirrored your energy. Now, I can't remember exactly what they said about that. They was like, it's a conflict of interest because people mirrored your energy and they don't want to accept assignment. Well, hey, You know what I mean? I don't know. That's them between them and with their life. That's it. I don't. Mm. Something is decreasing. Something is decreasing. I don't fucking know. But I'm done with this. Do you want one on this person? Not that it'll matter, but detox. I'm gonna shuffle. It says detox. This person needs to detox. Do they need to detox? Oh no, somebody's detoxing from them. Somebody don't. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. They said somebody don't want nothing to do with this person. I'm hearing that this person is looking to collaborate. Just when you are not as active on social media platforms, you not wanting to. It's almost like not wanting to be in the limelight. So this person was hoping to come in and collaborate, but you're not on whatever they on. You know what I mean? It's not a collaboration. It's like I don't know how to explain that, y'all. You ain't looking to be seen, not in the way that they think you want to be seen. Somebody want to make you some type of workhorse. They want you to put out work, and that's not. It's something shifting when it comes to the collective where you're gonna be doing something else, and whatever you are doing now, you might have to put on the back burner, and it's not a bad thing because a lot of y'all need more rest and relaxation. The people that got to put out that's in the urgency is these people that have to. They have a supply and demand issue from shit. I don't know, y'all. The urgency is with these motherfuckers. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. But they thought that they was gonna come in and make somebody else a workforce. That ain't gonna happen. I don't care what it is. Put their, like I said, offload their karma onto you. Baby traps, sexual heart, all of that shit is like, y'all are killing it when it comes to getting these projections, like slapping them away. So it says attraction. They want to collaborate because you're a money magnet. I'm telling you, somebody want to make you a workhorse. I don't think so. Go work for yourself. Go work for yourself and do your own thing. Yeah, beer and I work alone. Let me see what's on the bottom, y'all. Cause growth spell. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I'm just trying to tell y'all. No, a last minute collaboration. No, you work for yourself. You got your own money. Security and helping hand is like they say in the Bible. This is just what I'm getting. Um, the needy and the poor is gonna be taken care of because it has something to do with dirty money and dirty collaboration. So dirty money and the people that use dirty money. Ew, I'm getting ick. But yep, yeah. No thank you. What's behind growth spell? Loneliness. Role reversal. Oh wow. It's loneliness and then role reversal. Yeah, it's time for a lot of y'all to relax. I mean, whatever you do creatively, you're gonna be doing it for fun, not out of a need or for a necessity, because there is no urgency with y'all. So when I say it's gonna be a shift, it's not saying, oh, you're gonna put your stuff on the back burner. It's just saying you're gonna be vacationing while you're doing it. It's gonna be fun, but you're gonna be it's the equivalent to making more income. So imagine you're doing something. You're gonna be making more income off of one piece of your energy. So you sell books. Your books is gonna be sold for $300 per book as opposed to $50 a book. So you don't have to work as hard. It's time for you to rest more. Your earning potential. That's the only reason these people want to collaborate. So yeah, I gotta go back to the other one, the other set of cards. Yep. Now where we go? I'm gonna leave this metal element here. Okay. A lot of y'all is gonna be pooping this fire magic out. I'm just telling y'all. This gonna be the last go round of getting rid of this. Uh, it's like old magic. I don't know how to say that. You protected from bullies. The bullying tactic, gang stalking, that is part of a government program. Okay. Somebody know that they bullied you in the past. That's over, and you don't trust them. So I don't know about that issue because that's like somebody knows that you don't trust them because they bullied you in the past. You know, and, they sacrificed y'all for some of y'all. They ain't know what they wanted. They didn't see you as their equal. No, they was irresponsible. Somebody slept around with a family member that was into they slept around with one of your family members or friends. I don't fucking know. But this person appeared, this person that they thought was in your likeness, play around in portals and gates and stuff like this. This person just be all over the place, going places where they don't belong. It's equivalent to they give me a shapeshifter. But yeah, this person, that's an easy way to lose your mind. When you get into all of this stuff right here and you go everywhere because you've seen some of the places, this person is more interested in tapping in to different stuff instead of knowing if they supposed to. And that's making me burp. Somebody is irresponsible. Virgo significant. Closing a cycle with irresponsibility was what they. So Virgo for me, when I say it, because I'm a Virgo, it represents closing a cycle permanently. Okay. So when I say Virgo, Virgo means that wherever your chart is, this is where you look at cycles and you look at loops. You say, have I learned enough? And once you decide you learned enough, you need to leave it completely. Okay. So somebody is irresponsible and they realize that they need to, but I'm hearing it's too late. But they need to close that cycle of being irresponsible. They kept accessing energy, and then they found another way to access energy. Then they found another way to access energy, and then didn't have nothing to get themselves back to. It's almost like somebody been astral traveling so much that they left their body and their responsibilities behind. So when they return, that 5 responsibilities they had was 10 million responsibilities. Like bills wasn't paid, the car broke down, like they just been out of their body. Glamored by somebody's. Is glamour the right word? Like this person is enamored. I guess that's another word, y'all. I still got burp in me because I need to clear this. But this person is just so obsessed with another person, and it's a family member. They're obsessed with your life purpose. There's something that you are supposed to do. A message from the father, somebody trying to clone somebody by sexual energy. It can't be done. It's a conjured act. It is a made up thing. Let me get this charger, y'all. Before the computer goes dead. I got so many new decks, y'all. So excited. I've been trying to study with them though. Alright. Somebody has been using. Somebody's a remote viewer. They get it from their father. They do it for money though. They remote view for money. This person, they remote view. They have something to do with human trafficking. Because not all, I say sex trafficking because I picked it up at human trafficking. Okay. A lot of y'all protected from human trafficking. Somebody tried to copy your energy. The only thing that they can't copy is the fact that you are protected. You're here to study humans. A lot of y'all's here to just record what the family do. Y'all just here to record the family. Y'all are equivalent to what do you call a person that do the typewriter stuff in the court? That's all you do. You're just here for your bloodline, just to do that. What do you call it? Court typist. Somebody from the past, they know you protected. They did their own little thing. They was trying to figure out a way to get to you, but you are protected by something outside this realm. So you have a watcher. I don't know what I'm gonna say about this person because I don't know. They doing their own thing, and I don't feel like it's interference because they seem to be waking up, and they waking up to their divinity. So by this person waking up to their divinity, it's giving me a masculine, an actual male. They're waking up to their divinity, and their divinity might help them to get their get the results that they want. Because this person got royal blood, but it's eyes on this person. Okay, it's eyes on this person. I'm hearing somebody had you watched. I don't know how to say this, but it's like the church. The church, they got their eyes on you. They can't touch you. So like the Vatican. Vatican usually they try, and once the Vatican try, they know they can't. They not even siding with people that they not even siding with the people that they send out. They have recruits that they send out. So y'all know that the two popes. I predicted the deaths of the two popes. Or the second one. Because I'm thinking about TikTok. Sorry, y'all. I go off on a tangent. It's something being fixed in humanity. It's I don't know. They give me an equation, y'all. Protected from human trafficking. Conflict of interest. Okay, now that was another download I got. Sorry, y'all. I'm just giving y'all these downloads. I can't help it because I'm using these cards. I don't try to break it down to y'all in the 3D. So there's a high level. I don't know. I'm gonna say there's a being that's threatening to leave. So in a faction system, there are family members where one person is threatening to leave. They're the source of money. They're the source of health. So some of y'all already left. But this right here is covering secret societies and government. Okay, deep state government, things like that, church systems, whatever you want to call it. The person that has the real say so of power, they threaten them to leave. So whatever it is at the top of this pyramid schemes, these pyramid schemes, the top is threatening to leave, so nobody's gonna be able to eat. Nobody's gonna be able to eat. Finances is gonna be cut short. How do I feel about this? I mean, I don't feel no type of way, but I'm reading the cards. They don't want to work. I just now said that they don't want to work with these old types, these people that have urgency. They don't want to work with them. Somebody is threatening to leave altogether. Excuse me, y'all, because they don't want to work. These are not. I'm not picking up on people that don't. They don't want to do their purpose now. I'm picking up on somebody that they refusing to work with. I'm gonna just have to give it to y'all the way I'm hearing. It's like somebody refusing to work with an Eastern Star. Somebody Masons refusing to work with Eastern Stars. People no longer wanting to work in their coven. They don't want to be in the coven no more. They don't want to be in the masonry. I don't know what it's called. They don't want to be in the Eastern. People are again deflectors. It says deflecting negativity and transmuting positive. They don't want to. I already said that. I'm just going back in the loop because I'm figuring out what they're saying. People don't want to participate anymore. They want to join the collective. It's not posing a problem. I heard that's posing a problem. It's not a problem because we in universal law is free will. This is the best time to walk away. The best time to walk away. So I feel like in this instance, I'm just imagining if I had to leave, you know, especially Gemini is so significant because it's moving to the top of the chart in the United States. Um, it's progressed there already. So when you go and you speak your truth, when you want to tell the truth about what has been going down, when you want to tell the truth, you basically going to God. So when you go to God, that dark night of the soul, the eight of swords that I was telling you, you voluntarily put yourself there. You know you're gonna be gang stalking, ridicule. It's a gate that everybody walk through. They walk through and they say, "I'm going to God. I'm gonna join the collective." The minute you walk through that gate, you are a deflector. You are now renouncing. I don't think that's the word. You leaving whatever you was in, and you gonna walk through the fire. You basically are purifying yourself by fire, and that's deflecting negativity and transmitting positivity. Okay, yeah, because people want a new start. They want to mirror a new start. They don't want to mirror what did they just now say? They said they don't want to mirror, what do you call it? Finances, laundering money. That's what they was. That's kind of what it said. They don't want to launder money. I don't know, what did that mean. They don't want to wash money. That's they know that you protected. It wouldn't be no point. It's like I could be a friend or an enemy, but I gotta be a friend of myself first. Like, yeah, it's only one way in. Because somebody don't trust nobody. So that's the conflict of interest. If they can't be trusted, what's the point? You know, like, what do you mean by wash money or launder money? Visions, manifestation, and meditation. Something is a headache. Whatever somebody got to go through or do, whatever this laundering money or whatever this is with money, it is a literal headache. Like, somebody they can't see. They're losing their sight. It's becoming harder. Not for this person because they don't care. I mean, maybe to a degree. Let's say that this person didn't know. They telling me that this person is like, they getting old. Ain't nothing wrong with getting old, but I'm just saying, they saying this person is getting old. Like, they kind of dried up. It's not okay. There you go. So they saying that this person is not as reliable as before. So this person could be exhausted. They could be losing their gifts. They could be just aging. Whatever it is, they could be losing their sight. Whatever. Clarify this. Visions and manifestations. It's like they send this person to go find money and they find 35 cents in the couch. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to the normal $10,000. It says reptilians, predator, survival, and tyrannical. So it's something here with human trafficking, money, a portal to money. 818, a government program. They use this person as a government. They part of the government program. I'm not calling them informant, but it's like they can't. I'm hearing they dismissed. Mm, what is that with the rubbing on? So somebody know, or they purposely keeping you stuck. Somebody know that you being held captive. Somebody know you being held captive. Somebody thought they were smart enough to mirror somebody. Scorpio energy is very significant. It's like if I mirror somebody, I don't know. I don't know how to read that. Somebody knows the difference between a mirror though. It's like you already prepared for whatever it is. So I guess somebody wants to know, how are you prepared? How are you stuck and prepared for everything? It's something it's something weird about this whole operation right here. I don't know. I don't like it. Ouroboros, infinity, eternal, and past life. It's kind of giving me that whatever it is irrelevant because you are not the same. Not the same. Not made for the same. I always get detonated energy with this. This is a completely different person. This ain't about money. This ain't about being in a relationship. It's way bigger than that. This is about ending all of this. the mirroring, the holding still, the being captive, the being better than a person, competition, uh, government programs. This is the end all be all. If this don't go off, if it's not getting done down here from a humanitarian perspective, then no. I'm just thinking about something I seen on the news. I mean, the internet. Three, Merkaba. It says movement, long distance travel, and excitement. I don't know what I'm picking up on, but I'm gonna say it like this: don't nobody want to see this detonator. Okay, they don't want to see this detonator. So humanity is sick and tired of the shit. They more likely to say, "Yeah, set that motherfucker off. Let's do this." You know what I'm saying? Because they paying bills and they stressed out. But these people don't want it to end. But then they can't hide either. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It says inspiration, awe, and dreams. Yeah, something is complete. It's over. These relationships can never enter back. They can never come back from the past. And they threaten to not even be able to reincarnate the ones that ain't due, to still have a chance. Because I'm getting two younger people right here. Two next in line in their whatever they are part of. These could be bloodlines, children. They could have a chance. But as far as having a relationship with their intended target or trying to wiggle their way into certain relationships, that shit is done. That's over with. And now want to be ended so they can look at their aunts. There's mothers here. These are two mothers in these cards, okay? They can look at their mothers and see what is going to happen if they follow in their footsteps. So remember before I said that these type of pyramids, these mothers, these fathers, these boyfriends, these player girls, player females, player everybody, the top of the pyramid is going to be plucked down and it's going to have a ripple effect on what everybody next steps is. One of these parents, they know that their child used some type of sex magic. And if they know that their child used some type of sex magic for alchemy, even if they used it for money, they taught it to them. They taught their child this. Oh my God. Somebody thought they was smart enough to bully you. And it's people that have mother issues, they bullies, they use mind magic on people that's unconditional love. That don't work. But if they taught the thing that they taught to their children, how to do magic in any way, shape, or form. Some people got grimoires they pass down and stuff, is exactly why the parent is being ended. I don't know if they didn't teach their child the rules. You couldn't have. If you passed it down to your child, you couldn't have taught them all the rules. But that's exactly why it's over. Reckless. No more bad relationships, basically, y'all. That's what it's saying. No more, no more. It says philosophy, discrimination, and empathy. Okay? So discrimination is the most important thing. That's what's going up. It's going up. It's gonna be easy breezy too. It's not the air element is coming out too with the fire element over here, but it's giving me easy breezy uh vibe to it. It's not rushed. There is no urgency in this card because discrimination is here. You know who to work with and who not. Like, okay, you don't want to work. It must be something that I don't need to know about. 7 7 is 16 and 27. It says unconditional love, excitement, and laughter. Philosophy, discrimination, and empathy. Somebody is drawn into a person. They naturally drawn into a person. Curiosity. They thought somebody was hiding something. Something about hair care. I don't know what that is. Anybody that's selfish to you, you're going to escape a tower. You're going to see it a mile away. Something is over because somebody was selfish. They were selfish with their time or their energy. Something is completely over. They were selfish with their time or energy. And that is what saved a lot of y'all. Y'all could have got into something new just recently. And if it ended, your discernment, your discrimination took off because whatever it is, it's like it's not right with timing. That discrimination, something timing wise is not right. You know, you're not forcing anything. You are not forcing anything. That is done. Where's this book at, y'all? Hold on. There it is. Somebody is puzzled because you're not forcing something. They was banking on you forcing it. For what? Why would you do that? You calm. Why would you force something? It says air is one of the four classical elements and the critical energetic forces that sustains the physical third dimensional life on the planet. Air rules Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Archangel Raphael rules the air element. Archangel Raphael also, which is not listed in this book, is associated with the heart. It says Thoth is an air deity. I associate Thoth with sex magic. It says air is sanguine, is a masculine yang element, and it says air symbolically rules intelligence, communication, and thought. And the card meaning says the mind, philosophy, discrimination, critical thinking, canny, logic, reason, discernment, dexterity, communication, language, focus, astute, visionary, brilliance, perception, finesse, the cosmos, imagination, observation, clouds, sky, wind, third eye chakra, and spring equinox. So spring is going to be very significant. I will say that that's here, but I want to say the end of this month. Y'all remember that this month and next month is wild cards, and I'm saying wild cards, kind of like the energy is just all over the place. It's all over the place, and it's got such an emotional tone. This is the most emotional retrograde in Mercury we've ever had because it's clearing out that family garbage. A lot of feelings, of funky feelings being pulled out you. It's a very emotional time. Um, what else, y'all? How long is this going? Damn. I'm gonna end it here and I'll do the next set of cards because I got everything on this. It's fire and air. And I already said that fire and air is dormant. Somebody know that you don't trust them. They know you'll know that people are hiding stuff. You'll know if they are happy, if they have self love. You're not gonna fight against the hardest thing is to fight a person that's fighting themselves. They want to be selfish, they want to be a winner, let them go on past you. It just makes sense. And these people that's being aggressive or forceful, trying to bend your will, all of that stuff got just knocked out the box. So we completed a great cycle. It's something about money magic. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. It's over. And it's over because you don't make a decision. You're not going to force yourself back into the past. You're not going to make a decision. You're going to let things start flowing to you. They know you waiting on something, but they want to, either they know and you don't know, or they want to know. And it don't matter because, I mean, what are we talking about? They trying to get it from the reading. Stop it. It ain't going to happen. We're not going to know, even when it comes to finding out who you are and what you're supposed to do. When you know, when you know and it actually happened, they're going to know at the same time. Okay? Things are not happening for them. You calm. They have an urgency. So it's like, where is it at? You'll know. When you figure it out, a lot of y'all will know the same time they will. And that's what protects you. You not knowing. So it's like keep tapping into the energy just to get nothing. It's exhausting that person's physical vessel to the point where people are really on that last leg, y'all. I mean, forget the finances. The health is just shot. The aging has happened so rapidly, it's ridiculous. So that's it, y'all. Thank you.